actually going now. Exciting. Yes. Alright, gonna let my video catch up. Yay! I didn't think it was ever going to. Get some music going. Sorry, me and Twitch were fighting. It's kind of insane. God damn it, Archer. There we go. Awesome. Actually, you guys have that music app, so I will not. Oh, is it offline right now? Oh, okay, because Soul's not streaming, the bot's not gonna do the music stuff, so I will. It says you do it, you'll annoy the shit out of him, but it won't come across stream because he's not the one streaming. So I'll put on my own music. And then we'll go find the crafting guy. Let's go with this one today. You guys let me know if it's too loud. Alright. Rock on. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, fuck it for now. Alright. So, on your map, if you're doing just regular crafting, you can go anywhere that there is a purple hammer and anvil. And that'll take you. Alright, yep, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. I feel like I'm in a fucking porno. Alright, let's do. Yeah, let's do you. There we go. Alright. So, anyway, you can craft anywhere that you see these purple hammers. Like this one's got 3. Because at some point you can make mounts and wings. I tend to like to craft in the town just south of the Black Emperor. It's got a warehouse, it's got the gear crafting quest, it's got whole 9 yards. Oh, okay. Alright, music will be off then, because I can't get it to turn down anymore to help you out. Told you the bot's not gonna work. Soul's not the one streaming. I am from my system. He's doing work over there, so. But doesn't that conflict? You trying to stream in and me trying to stream in? Okay. Soul says he'll try and get the bot to go. Okay, so what I was saying is you can really craft at any town that has the purple anvils. If you're trying to craft wings and mounts, you need to craft in the really huge city in the north, because that has the mount and wing crafter dudes. I don't think it's my warehouse for anything. No. Okay. Die on fire, stop it. I use, as I was saying, this town here, because that is where you get your orange weapon and, yes, Soul's got taken. It's where you get your orange weapon and armor quests. So it's just simple to just come back here. It's also got a warehouse, whole 9 yards. The only thing it does not have is the auction house. which for crafting you sometimes need, but you really don't at the same time. Now, you really don't need to talk to an NPC to do any crafting, as it all comes into your crafting window, which you can do pretty much anywhere. Are you taking my soul? Well, somebody took what? Alright, anyway, when you hit V on your keyboard, at least in China, so this may change. I gotta stop looking at chat box, I get sidetracked. V will bring up your crafting window. Now there's, 5 tabs, and they're all in Chinese, even with the patch. But the first one is your overall. It just tells you what level each of your crafting skills are. Alchemy, woodworking, um, blacksmithing, tailoring, cooking. Chest is your gathering, fishing, and I think that's treasure hunting. I'm not 100% sure. Now these banners underneath also show you your XP gain, where you're at. So it's just a quick overall view of all the fun shit that you can do in game. My mic is as up as it goes. Alright, hold on. Yep. Okay. Recording devices. Microphone. All the way up. Ooh, uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Listen?
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, I don't know what listen is.
I know, it's a whole other tab. Looking at you were saying
Oh.
about listen. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hit okay.
Already?
OBS.
Huh?
OBS.
OBS. Sorry, guys. Yes, but I can't understand. Okay. Cog. Properties. Volume mixer?
Yeah.
Okay. Playback devices. Playback devices. Yep. Properties. Do you want advanced?
Yeah.
Ooh, the one thing I didn't check. Oh, I'm not in. Discord won't matter, so never mind. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, all of my levels are as high as they go, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But I turned the music off so that at least that's not. I'm fine. Okay, Soul says I'm good. So I will continue on. Anyway, tab 2 is your skill tree for all of your crafting. So, as you can see, it gets quite in depth. Like page after page after page. Alright, now you have to grab and drag each section is separated by that stupid little squiggly line thing, and you can't get to it until you meet requirements. Most of the requirements to get over there is level 10 in whatever. For example, 10 in woodworking would supposedly unlock something over here. I haven't gotten there. I'm working my little hiney off to do so. As you guys saw, I am level 5 in my woodworking. So, getting there. Getting there. Alright, now you have points underneath this green bar. You have points. It says learn, and then that actually says 320, but their graphics messed up and it put the points over top of the word, so it's hard to read. So every time you click on something, you see here it's grayed out, but it has a star next to it. It means you can learn. There we go. When you click on it, it tells you how much it's going to take. 10 learning. Do you want to do it, yes or no? And then when you get it, it colors out. Now, to be able to do certain things, you have to have it upgraded certain points, etc., etc. To get, once you've got a skill, to get these inner pieces that gray out, make sure you click on the gray piece and not the overall banner, as it will not count that as learning. Took me a really long time to figure out why I couldn't do any of that crap. Okay, the third tab down is more detailed information on your gathering. It tells you the stuff that you have learned to gather, what kind of stuff there is to gather, etc. You can, as you see, click the also hide not, which means also, holy crap, now I'm going to speak like bad English. It's just telling you to it's telling the UI to hide things you can't collect. So if you unclick it, it tells you from 6 to 10 you can pick up, from 11 to 15, etc. Oh fuck, there's Jade. I need Jade. I need to get to 21 on my, okay. Sorry, hadn't looked at it. But this is crystals. Your second tab in the top middle is plants. And then, of course, your wood. And apparently, mushrooms. Right. Awesome. Some of these things I haven't actually looked at in detail, but, you know, whatever. And then there's assisted. You can't use it until you get equipment put in, which you can't do until you have the skill 10 or higher. And then your equipment slots will unlock, and I will show you where those are in just a few. Alright. Fourth tab down is your actual crafting window, where you see all of your alchemy, woodworking, blacksmithing, except tailoring and cooking. Oh my god. This is where you get your recipes and your actual crafting buttons in the bottom right of that book. The one in the center is mass produce, and the one on the right edge of the bottom page is single produce. It will tell you what you need to make stuff, and you have, as you can see from here on the inferior wood, you have a little buy button and a collection button. The buy button throws you straight into the holy crap, now I've lost the name of it. The place where everyone puts their shit and you buy it. Yeah, my brain does not work today, people. Sorry. Anyway, and you can buy straight from there. You just click on the stuff you want. See how many you want. There's the bidding button. It says contest. And one opening is to straight out buy, and you can type in how many you want. It tells you how much it's going to cost. Now, this does not take cloud coupons, the paper, to buy stuff. It actually takes the coins, so watch your currency. Auction house. It's the auction house. Ha! I got there. Alright. Now you can see to the left of, well, kind of in the center between the list and all that stuff, is your different recipes. When they give you great XP, they're green. And I'm pretty sure when they no longer give you XP, they're black. And then you have two different XP bars at the top. You have the blue one, which I'm not 100% what it is. And then you have the green one, which goes up super slow. And the green one, I am 100% sure is your XP bar. But as you craft, your blue one will go up as well. So eventually we'll figure out exactly what that is. I'm not sure. Hold on. I am on pause for a second while I type and try and figure this out. And nobody's answering, so I have no idea. Dear God. Let's see. Okay, yeah, sorry, I can't get any louder. I'm trying. I'm gonna eat my microphone any second now. How about that? Is that better? I hope. Alright, so now that we had that great big ass freaking pause, when you click on any recipe, you get a list of all the crap you need. Most of it you can buy at the auction house. Some of it's expensive as fuck. Some of it, like the books for example, I go in to buy it and then it brings up a whole new section of crap and I'm not really sure. Players are selling this shit for super high prices. 20,000 fucking cloud credits. Crackheads. Anyway, so that's how that is. If you hit collection, it will tell you what collection skill level you need to have to get it and your success rates. So it's very interactive crafting system without you having to go and sit at a table, which is pretty cool, I guess. It's just finding all the crap. Because right now I am in woodworking, stuck at crafting things I'm not really sure how to get all my shit to. Like, I know how to get the stones. I've done that. I haven't found flint, though it is somewhere in the world. Tortoise shells are only bought. And it tells you, it's supposed to, in the description, tell you where you buy it. But I've been to the Reputation store that's listed in there, and nobody sells it. So, hopefully that'll get fixed in a version. But that's how it is on every Every crafting class. That's how you craft. Ta-da. Pretty simple, actually. Alright, the last tab is your fishing and I'm pretty sure treasure hunting / exploring. You have a help button and you have, the other button I was telling you about. Again, it just lists all this stuff. Now, the last part about your crafting is when you hit C, you'll bring up your regular character window. The third tab, social, is where you're going to put all of your crafting class gear. Yes, there is gear for every single class. Mining, harvesting, logging, which is all your gathering, all the way through your crafting classes, which will split off into more specific categories. Your pharmacy, aka alchemy, smithing, crafts, mechanical, building, blacksmithing, silversmithing, etc. Teaism. Yep, there is teaism. Alright. How many want to bet that he just had me muted? But as you can see, like I said, this is where your gear goes. So when you find the merchants that get you your upgraded gear, this is where you put it, so that you can do such things as fishing. If you're fishing, however, remember to buy bait. That stays in your inventory. Oops, zombie. That stays in your inventory and you will need it, otherwise you can't fish. Other than that, it's really all about running around the world and gathering everything you can get your grubby little paws on, so that you can gather everything to craft what you need. That is crafting in a nutshell. I'm sorry it's not super long, but that's really all there is to it. There is a shit ton of stuff that you can craft, everything from buff foods to, what was it? That wood made crap. Where let me click it again. This stuff is supposedly making arms and armor. That's materials that I think the tailor needs. But pretty much every class will make some kind of stuff for housing and or guilds. The only one that has an actual guild section, however, is the woodworking. Oddly enough, though, it's all musical, like a wooden flute. Who cares if the guild has a wooden flute? Not me, but, whatever. So, yeah. Your food is all buff stuff. There's the rape oil, by the way. If you were looking for it, there it is. It's right there in cooking under ingredients. It's used in the creation of sesame oil. Inventory space, oh my god, it's not too bad depending on what you're making, but when you start having to make everything with multiple, I haven't seen anything that takes more than 4 items per to make, but if you want to make something in bulk to XP off of, then yeah, you're gonna have to have some clear inventory. So I suggest that you go to your skill tree when you first start and you first start getting skills, and this very first one that says practical science, make sure you learn it, because that opens up your warehouse. Warehouse is important, because you're going to want to dump stuff in and out of your warehouse to do your crafting. In your warehouse, you can get bag space. You can buy bag space the same way you bought it for your main character. This is the warehouse chick. House with the blue roof. you're smart, you will put a thing on there so nobody can steal your account and get into your warehouse. Right now my warehouse is just full of random crap, but as you see at the bottom here, you can put bags in there to make more bag space, which is yay. At least I think it's yay. Alright. And you can see I have started gathering some resources to make stuff. Gathering out in the world, in the wild, wild west. No, sorry, just the world. Oh god, that was a wall. You can always tell what you can gather because it will have this little green glow to it. There's one. Whether it be plants, whether it be rocks to mine, or trees to cut down for wood, it's all going to have that kind of green glowish glow to it. And you just interact with it and it will start gathering. It'll also, as you gather, increase your XP bar for your gathering, which will level you, which will let you gather more fun stuff. So you can't point your way through. Come on, break down, break down, break down. I want to find fishes. Fishes. And fishes. Water. Sorry, gotta go this way. No, yes, yes. Ooh, what was that? Trees, okay. Don't need trees. Hello, bamboo. Usually it says Mexican bamboo, so that's always worth giggling over. Get some energy. This section here, just south of the quest crafting town, is the best place to start gathering wood if you're gonna go woodworker. Okay, there we go. When you see a little section in the water like this, or that is fishing sections. You will fish if you click on them, but you have to have bait in your bags, which I do not have right now. And then you'll just whip out your fishing pole and fish. I don't think there's anything really too over interactive about it. Alright, and that's how you gather. That's how you craft. That's all that fun info. Do we have any questions? Anything you guys missed or need to hear again? Since my mic was all kinds of fucked up. No, Dark, you're not fucked until you go to 50. Really, you can super level to 49 if you really want, but doing the dungeons to get your gear is gonna suck until you actually get gear. Because as you level, all the monsters in your dungeons level as well to match your character level, and your DPS output is going to be equivalent of whatever your actual gear level is. So, yeah, at 35, you probably wanted to start doing the dungeons. So, anything on the player crafting? Any questions on that before I go into the gear? Available professions they're in general categories. You have the alchemy, which makes your potions. It makes your stuff for the spa, so that you get your XP potions for the spa and stuff like that. You've got, I think that's what that is. I know it gives you stuff. Let me get there. Now that we're messing my brain up. Alright, so it's pharmaceuticals is your alchemist. They do hit point, mana point regens. Let's see. Yeah, some pretty big health and mana regeners. They do. Oh, they do some buff stuff. Apparently, you make cod liver oil. Not sure what refreshing is. There's your mind power. Energy doping. Yes. Not sure what that is either. Yeah, not a problem, Dark. You're fine. You have the woodworking, which makes like boards and planks for other crafting professions, and it makes most of the furniture slash fun stuff for the housing and guild halls. And obviously musical instruments. Not sure why, but you know. Ta-da, a bed. It's supposed to also be the one building the defensive and offensive stuff for guild halls for when you're under attack. I think fortresses or whatever. So if you look on your map when you get into the game, the fortresses all have these little build icons. Now, if what I understand is correct, you have to be a woodworker or a blacksmith to actually build stuff there. But don't know for sure. You have your blacksmith, who makes all of the tools and everything for every class, or every crafting class, and of course materials for other classes to do stuff, plus a little bit of furniture, like lights. You have the tailor, who builds bags, super important, bags. I haven't actually seen any recipes for clothing, so I don't think you can make gear. You just make stuff to upgrade your gear, because your level 45 to 49 orange gear is actually going to be on you the rest of your known existence. You're just going to upgrade it. So I think this just makes pieces that you're going to need for the later upgrades to get uber awesome. And then there's the cooking, which does, there's the spa stuff, which does ingredients. It does buff food, which gives you stuff that increases your mana pool, it increases your crit rating, it increases your damage, your attack, etc. And the crit food actually lasts typically like a normal buff, 30 minutes to an hour, etc., depending on which one you're making. There's your spa stuff. And pasta. Not sure why it's in its own category, but rock on. Adds 8 energy. Ooh. So those are the basic categories. And then they split off into the other ones. Yes, I actually went over that, but I will poke at it again. In woodworking, you can make musical instruments. Ta-da! Musical instruments. Sandhammer, some kind of guitar, a zow, which I think is a flute, drums, another stringed instrument, and a lute. So if you wanted to make the musical instruments, you gotta be in woodworking. Anything else? losing XP doing a black recipe, which is sad. So I gotta figure out how the fuck to make these. Alright, I guess there's no other questions. Okay. I'm pretty sure Soul already went over it. But your orange gear, your quest starts with this dude once you've followed your orange quest all the way. And this is the chick that you will see forever. She's the one that will plus your gear. She's the one that will give your gear extra stats. She is your refining bitch. You love her. Her first tab, so it's really not important which one you click on her character screen when you talk to her, but her first tab is your pluses. So refining your bonuses. You can refine without, let me find one that's not that far up, which I don't really think I have. Ah, there we go. You can refine without having the item that is required to up. It's nice if you have it, but now you want to hit the plus button until you're at least over 100%, or you are pretty much guaranteed to fail. It's a very harsh system, and I've failed a bunch even at 100% success rate. Yes, you can go higher than 100%. I tend to like to go between 150 and 200% success rate. Now you see how I've got 1 of 4 and it's red? That's okay. You see down here, make sure you've got the material checked, and your cloud hanging accumulated points can be used to buy points. Just click find refine. And ta-da, my boots are now +1. Now, great thing, this tab 2, you get to add stats. For example, my weapon is currently with a max magic attack of 16. It's the same thing at the bottom here. You see what you need and how much it's actually going to cost if you don't have it. So you just press the button, and on the right side, see where a green attack 18 just popped up? That can be your new stat if you so desire it. You can hit the weight button on the bottom right over and over again until you get a stat you like, and then use new will add that to your item. We're pretty sure last night we figured it overwrites whatever the current effect is, so if you really like your current effect, don't change it. Third tab down, haven't actually had a chance to do anything with this because nothing ever pops up in this stupid window, so I'm not sure what it is, but as you can see, it's going to take 2 currencies to do it. So yeah, not sure what that is. Alright, and then if you talk to her again, you'll get to open up a whole new thing. Refining transfer, which is number 2 on her list, lets you transfer your plus. So if you get a new weapon, you can select from already, which means already equipped, and then go to your not equipped, pick your new weapon out of the list here. It'll pop up in that box. You turn shift, which means transfer, and the pluses from your current weapon will transfer over to your new weapon. So you can do that with weapons, armor, etc. Anything you put pluses on. So that's how you keep that without having to start from scratch again. Okay, that's really, blacksmith, almost it. Alright, so there's armor and jewelry synthesis from the blacksmith. This is your 49 or 45 to 49 gear. As you can see, the gold helmet is 48, and it tells you down at the bottom all the stuff you have to collect. As you can see, I don't have all the stuff yet. I still don't have all the stuff. But each item has their own tab. Almost. I don't have any of the fluorite, and I don't have any of the cinnabar. But you craft it, ta-da, it's made. Yeah, it is a bit crazy. There's a lot of different windows you gotta pop through. From player crafting all the way to NPC item crafting. But it's very unique, and once you get the hang of it, it's not difficult at all. The hardest part is getting the materials to make stuff. They did not make that overly easy, which I like. Because that means you're not going to have level 1 crafters running around crafting the weapons of the gods or whatever, you know. So that's super exciting that you actually have to work for your craft. Alright, we got any other crafting questions? Something I may have missed? Something you have a question about? Anything at all? I am happy to go over again. No questions. Okay, just in case you guys can't hear me, I will ask in chat. X. Aw. Yeah, you do pay attention, and it's good to have questions. Even if it's just a section you missed, I'm good with it. Alright, well that really is all there is to the crafting. Like I said, just seems more complicated than it actually is. But, yep, that's it. I guess I'm out. That's where I tap. And I think we'll be back on later on this afternoon. At some point, probably. Yeah. It is Sunday after all. So, have a good one. Yeah, me and my horrible... Oh god, I don't know what I called this. Auction house. Okay, I'm cutting my stream here, guys. Love ya.